Hello, friends. Hope you are having a wonderful Saturday, whatever day of the week it may be for you. I don't know. You can be watching this on YouTube. It could be any day of the week. I don't want to discriminate, but I hope it's a good one for you. Regardless, we are looking forward to some Mario Maker 2 action going on here. Got 8 runners who are going to be racing simultaneously. They have been given a list of 20 levels, and their mission, which they have already chosen to accept, is to complete as many of those 20 levels as they can within a 30-minute time limit. Now, don't expect them to clear all 20. These are longer. The world records on all of these add up to more time than the 30 minutes. That's by design. So the runners have to pick and choose which levels they are going to play. How much time are you willing to invest in them? We've seen a couple of the runners order these in their downloaded courses, probably to put some ones they feel more confident in up early. Get as many of those clears up on the board as they can. This is all for the sake of seeding them for the tournament, and then they will advance to a single elimination bracket that will go forth in the next week. Some great people in this. We've seen a few of these names before here on SpeedGaming. They've taken part in previous Mario Maker events that happened on here. Dobbs, Choaslegion have been very strong runners in the past. 2woGood's also been here. I don't think this is the first time for Ali either. I'm pretty sure he's done some things before. And there's some other great runners involved as well. Zero Planes is not on stream, but I think he's one of the very favorites for this. Also, Timp. He was part of the SG Live races last year when we held them live in Virginia. Live and in person. They're still live. This is live as we're recording it, unless you're watching it on YouTube. But the runners are readying up. We also have Germ Dove racing off stream. Hopefully I've mentioned everyone. I'm sorry if I didn't. I want to give them all their due. Fruit is also racing. And with that, I think I've mentioned everyone, which was an active goal of mine. So I will be able to check in on their list of how many levels they have cleared, and we will give updates on that as we go along. And it'd be very interesting to see what kind of approach runners take, because there is room to have diversity in your strats here. You can go for some higher clear rate levels, and I mean, there's a very large range of clear rates here. So you can go for a theoretically easier level, but one that has a longer world record. You can go for some shorter levels that are theoretically faster to get done, but that clear rate might be a lot lower. So how many times is it going to take you to get that faster clear? It's a tough call, and runners have to make the best decision that they can. Of course, Mario Maker was a part of SG Live the first time around last year. I'm doing this from memory, but I think it was Andy who took that one down. Yes, that Andy. Zero Planes was, I believe, his opponent in the finals, if I am remembering that correctly. Again, I'm doing that totally from memory. But a lot of great folks here, and hopefully these are going to be a lot of fun levels. Now these, let's be clear on what this is. This is not a Kaizo competition. You're not going to see shell jumps. You're not going to see really complicated Kaizo tech happening here. They're not going to have to mid-air spring jump. They're not going to be relay P-switch jumping. These are designed to predominantly be platform competition levels. So they've got a chance to go fast, run, jump, and have fun with Mario. That's what we're aiming for. Hopefully, when this is done, everybody will say they had a lot of fun doing it. So, all 4 runners that are on screen here have picked a different first level to start with. I love that. Alright, so a speed run there on Dobbs' side, but he missed a little bit. This one, Choaslegion, is on. It lines up very beautifully, but this is an extremely tight timer. So he's paused a little bit. I don't think he's going to be able to finish on this attempt but we'll probably see him complete it the next time around. Got a dark level for 2woGood. Not going to see that too often, but this is one that lines up pretty well, so that's the reason it was included. Got a clear for Allie. Owly, not Allie. Owly. Try to say these things right. So chat, you having fun today? Everybody having a good Saturday, I hope? Give me an emote. Show me how you're feeling today. There's a fair number of these that are going to be speedrun levels. You're going to see them tested on their ability to go fast. Others will be more exploration-based. Platformers where they have to move around, find their way through the level. Now, Dobbs on the dark level. I think this was a Halloween-themed one. So, still fairly timely as we're recording this first week of November. Allie with another clear. We've got Dobbs with a couple, 2woGood, and Allie with a couple. Keeping it pretty close between everybody. They're getting the clears, and like I said, with this level Choaslegion is on. This is precise, but it works. So if you're getting the timing right on your jump, it will be a very clean finish and clear, but there's basically no stopping. You gotta just trust the level and it will work. 2woGood having a little bit of trouble kicking that shell into the on-off switches. And that's the thing, sometimes it's not necessarily the hardest thing to do what you have to do in the level, but you have to figure out what that thing is you have to do. So we see another clear for Allie. And also going to be one for Dobbs. Let me take a real quick look here. Looks like Allie, 2woGood, and Dobbs are our leaders right now. Fruit's not far behind, neither is Tim. Everyone's in this, and it's a long way to go. We're only 5 minutes in. Looks like a lot of people chose some of the shorter levels up front. But that means you're going to have some longer ones at the end, so you may see gaps close if somebody picked an easier level with a longer timer up front. That could be all the difference right now. Dobbs making wonderful work of this speed run here. Those pokies, they jump at just the right time. It's nerve-wracking, but it works. And it's a beautiful thing. Now, when they downloaded these levels, they're able to get information from it. They're able to see what the world record time is. They're able to see what the clear rate is. They weren't allowed to go into the level and look at it, but they were able to get a lot of information from that meta. How long a level is this? How often are people clearing it? It's very valuable information when you're picking your path. There's another clear on the board for Choaslegion. Dobbs working on this new soup level. Seen everybody go for this pokey level so far, and I think that has a lot to do with just how quick of a level it is. But this is one where you're almost certainly going to not get it the first try. So even a 30-second level or 50-second level, well, it might be closer to a 2-minute level by the time you put your attempts in. And once you've started it, you're probably going to finish it. I think that's fairly true for these levels. It's probably going to be pretty unlikely somebody opts out totally of a level they started. And there's the clear for 2woGood. Dobbs working on a boom boom fight here. And looks like we had a pause stream-wise for Choaslegion. Allie's going to pick up the boot. It's a boot switching themed level. So you gotta have the right boot for the job. Or at least a boot for the job. Looks like Dobbs, 2woGood, Germdove, Choaslegion, all keeping it close on the level count right now. Oh, we got Choaslegion back. He is working on that speedrun in the dark level. Now, this level of difficulty, you're not going to see a razor-thin margin on a speedrun level. You're usually going to see it within 10 seconds if it's a speedrun. Many of these might be as tight as 5, but it's not going to be something that's right to the second. So this really promotes them clearing a lot of levels. So there is still plenty of ground to cover in the next 23 minutes. Castle exploration going on here. Dobbs and Choaslegion on the same level. Ali trying to give this level the boot. Took him a minute to figure out that it was the boot transition level. So he can see now that, okay, I don't have the right boot for the job. I gotta go get the other one. There's the wing boot, because you need that second bounce in the sky to be able to get to the top. 2woGood working on a new soup level here. I'll say they're perhaps a little underrepresented, even as someone who did work for this list, but it's just kind of the nature of the levels we were looking for, what was out there, and what we found. Still try to give them a great representation of a bunch of fun levels. Like, nobody should have regrets that they played any of these levels. And there is a big factor of, everybody else is playing these levels, so you not only have to clear these levels, you've got to do them faster than anybody else could. This is for the sake of seeding for the brackets that are coming forth this week. 2woGood maybe now realizing that he's got to get these P-switches triggered, so you need that snowball thrower to get them down at the right time. Boom boom deployed. Let's get a key. Be one more round with the P-switches. And he got it. Got his key, and there's the flag. As right about the same time, Choaslegion gets the axe in an SMB 1 level for another clear there. Let me take a quick look at our standings now. We've got 2woGood, Choaslegion, and Fruit, as well as Germdove, all in the 7s. Dobbs is as well. So again, they put up really good numbers so far. But a long way to go, and you figure they stacked up levels at the start in order to give them a good clear number. Now, Ali is on one of my favorite levels for this, which is a bit of a tech level, but it's very clear on its exploration. So you can see the outlined box. It's telling you that's where you've got to bounce off these things. Now, even if you didn't know that you could bounce off those fireballs, well, you learn quickly because the level is teaching you the tech. All 8 of our Mario Maker 2 runners are in this race, so 4 more running off-stream. Their seeding will be determined based on the number of levels that they clear, and then they will advance to a single elimination bracket in the forthcoming week. Now, not necessarily every race will be restreamed, but you should still see a few of those happening. Be sure to follow the SpeedGaming family of channels for that. Choaslegion got to be a little careful of the timing of these boo levels. So I don't think it's any real surprise you're seeing runners pick the same levels, even if they took them in a different order. whatever priorities they have made, be it clear rates or timers, many of them have made similar decisions so far. Took Allie a moment to figure out he needed a P-switch there. Now he's got it as 2woGoods up against Bowser. I'm sorry, that's not Bowser Jr. That's one of the Koopa things. Larry? I don't know. I don't have them all memorized by name. Choaslegion gets another clear. Allie gets the Podoboo chain going here. And he's through another section as 2woGood's going to grab another axe. So again, some of these levels, they're easier, but they're longer. So you are investing time into getting a clear instead of going for a shorter level that may take longer to actually get your clear depending on number of attempts. Ganon Snowfield coming up for Dobbs. Again, nice spacious level, plenty of room to run and jump as Mario or Luigi as the case may be. 2woGood is working on a mirror image level, so if you've never seen one of these before, the premise of it is you have to mirror what's, in this case, on the right side. The right side is the answer, the left side is the problem. So he needs to find that coin block, example, so that he can get up there, and the right side is telling you where it is. Now here, he's got the right side where it has one bomb. He's got to get the count right for triggering that bomb. And this can get a little confusing when it's not what you necessarily how you would expect the mirror to go. There he sees the arrow. And that one turns out to be the right answer. Yet again, find the hidden coin block, but you can see how it is reflected and showing the right path. Now he's got to find the hidden coin blocks according to the mirror image. It's disorienting. It's not a free thing. It makes perfect sense once you've seen it, but not always necessarily at the time. And I believe that's clear number 10 for Dobbs, which has him in the lead. So about halfway through at this point. And you got to figure people have cleared what they think are the easiest levels by now. Now they're having to go on to some of the harder choices of, okay, do I want to go for shorter? Do I want to go for longer? This is a boss contraption on Allie's side. It needs to throw the spring through the donuts, dodge the bombs, and get them to time and line up right. Doing a good job with that. So, only a single elimination bracket. You gotta figure the seating is going to be pretty important. You want to make sure you have the best lineup that you can. Now, that said, looking at these scores, and everybody's keeping it pretty close. Most runners are keeping it pretty close, and that says this is going to be a pretty tough competition for everybody. But we're in crunch time now, in my opinion. This is where I think it really is decided in the last 15 minutes, because we saw... I think 2woGood is the only one on this level right now. I think the other three runners have all ended up playing predominantly the same levels. Or at least multiple runners have played every one of these levels that we see from the three there. As now Dobbs is on the same one as 2woGood. The survival section. Who is winning? So Dobbs right now is leading on the clear count, and this is all about how many levels you can clear in the 30 minutes. Right there with him is 2woGood, Fruit, Germ Dove. I mean, this is really, really a tight margin right now. And how well they handle these last 14 minutes or so is going to decide it all. They put up strong numbers early going. They have to keep it strong the rest of the way. This is going to seed them for the single elimination bracket. That will be this week, and again, many of those will be on SpeedGaming channels. That schedule is not available yet. In many cases, it's going to be a day-to-day thing, figuring out what matches can be scheduled when. So best bet is just follow all the SpeedGaming channels, and you'll be able to see whenever it goes live with Mario Maker. There's a bunch of channels, there's a bunch of races. Dobbs climbing the ladder here to get to the on-off switches that he needs. And 2woGood is into this playing with fire level where you got to correctly use the Dry Bones shell power-up. Two things it's well known for. One is bouncing off stuff. Two is in this collapsed state so that you can pass through things like the saw. It's got the coin trail to teach you which way to go. So even if you didn't know all of the ways you can use this, you're going to pick it up pretty quickly. Now, Choaslegion on a very interesting level. This one is a logical progression level, so you may have seen this type of level before. The premise is you have to do exactly the right things to be able to advance in the level. So this one is a case of it's not necessarily going to be the hardest one you play, but this is a very time-consuming level to get through. So it's part of the gamble, it's part of the strategy in this format. You have to do everything right to be able to progress. We've tried to give them a good mix of levels where they're not free, but they're not Kaizo level hard difficulty. They're a case where they get a good chance for their skills to be displayed, to be challenged, to do things as quickly as they can, and hopefully at the end of it, everybody says, okay, I took my shot. I'm happy with the result. Dobbs on to the mirror image level, and just had to figure out what way they were mirror imaging to see that you have to work from the ice blocks in the middle and count outwards. Chat's saying the levels have all been super cool. Thank you. We tried to give them a good showcase here, good display of what we can do with this. And where 2woGood was, it's become sort of a red coin level, although you've already cleared the first section. It's one of the neater ways I've seen to do that. So you end up kind of having a third checkpoint, almost. It's a very neat thing. Again, as I mentioned, that this will be seeding for the tournament coming forward this week. We've got Dobbs in the lead, Fruit one behind, 2woGood, Zero Planes, Choaslegion, all right there. Germdove is right there. And when I say that, Germdove was actually the first one to get to 11 before Dobbs got to 12. But I'm reading up in the chat room, as you tend to do, so just because I say somebody's name last doesn't mean they're the most recent. Actually, it probably means they were the first to do it. And another clear for Dobbs. No surprise, we've seen Dobbs and Choaslegion here on SpeedGaming. We both know that they are very good runners. We know Zero Planes, very talented. Zero Planes, who's not on stream right now, was actually the, I'm not sure how to say it, the group play, if you will, leader for SG Live last year. So he scored the most points that anyone did before the final brackets began. So, very good. He was putting in some practice. I stopped by his stream last night to see what he was up to. And he was just doing some endless normal to try and get in the mindset for what these levels are. He had an approach. He was hoping to clear every level that came up, and I'm sure that's what many runners thought. But they, however, have now found out that maybe with these clear times, clearing all of these isn't going to happen. So what order am I going to take them in? I didn't know what levels they were going to face. They knew approximately what level of difficulty they were going to face. The only caveat about that is it's a really wide range. There are a few of these that are under 10%, but generally speaking, most of these you're seeing are 10 to 20% clear rates, and trying to find a happy median right around there. So we saw this level with other runners early. Ali seeing an SMB 3 level. Now he knows he needs a key. Where key? Well, there's a pipe. Choaslegion working on the Fun with Fire level. That may not have been the actual name, but using the Dry Bones shell. And a big thank you to SpeedGaming Live for everyone who helps make these events possible. And hope you'll follow all the SpeedGaming channels if you're enjoying this, and hope to see more of it. The games chosen to be in the tournaments for SpeedGaming Live were chosen by fans like you who donated for their favorites. And then that's what we are seeing played this year. It'll be the same thing for next year. Whatever the fans choose, your voice will be heard. You will choose the games that are played in next year's tournament. Now Dobbs working on this boot level. Kind of a power-up switching level. You got to find the right boot for the job. I mean, when isn't that true, though? Always got to have the right footwear for the job. Now, he tried to ditch the boot there the first time, but then sees that, oh, wait, I actually need to get up there with the boot. So you're able to jump off the giant muncher coming out of there. And he's starting to figure this level out. Didn't quite get it the first time, but quickly adapting. That's important. There were some very different challenges facing the runners throughout these levels. Our first sighting of the frog suit there for Ali. Hopefully I'm putting enough emphasis on that O, because I'm worried I'm not. Ali, I'm trying, man, I'm trying. I'm sorry if I fail. Alright, Choaslegion gonna ride the Podoboo train there. Got 0 and Germ Dove at 13. Fruit is at 14. So some very impressive clear numbers so far. I mean, we gave them a list. We wanted them to get some levels cleared, and they're delivering. But now, bear in mind, there's a maximum of 6 levels left for anyone with 5 minutes left to play, so they're not going to have enough time to clear all of them. So at some point, you've chosen your own fate. Which level did you pick to play? Another clear goes on the board for Choaslegion. That is 13. Dobbs in a pretty commanding position. He's at 14 working on this one, and again, no reason to believe he won't clear it. Boss fight time. 2woGood working on the same level. Step 1, flip the switches. The boot, when it ground pounds, it sends out those little air streams, and moving enemies with that can be an important tech. Oh, Night Theme SMB3, so you are swimming in the dark on Ali's screen as Dobbs puts up clear number 15. Lots of frog suit in this level, and that's another clear for Ali. That's going to be number 13 for him. Time is ticking away. What do these runners have left available to them, as Dobbs now going to come onto this Frog Suit level we just saw Owly clear? The boot in SMB3 was only used in one level, says chat. While you're technically correct for the finished game, there was a lost level for SMB3 that did use the boot again. So if you watch a randomizer race, there can actually be 2 boot levels in there. And SMB3 is running a tournament in this SG Live, so strong recommend if you enjoy yourself some Mario. There's SMB3 going on as well as Mario Maker. Another clear on the board for Ally. That's going to be number 14. Dobbs sitting at 15 right now, I believe. So in a very strong position. He's been able to hold his lead throughout. But you cannot be sure in this format. Did somebody hold on to a couple of short levels for the end? And you know, if you one shot a short level, can build up your count that much quicker. When time is up, they must stop. So only 3 minutes left, as we see from 2woGood and Choaslegion's timer. They're going in opposite directions, but to the same destination ultimately. Good time to remind you that this is a seeding round. This determines this determines what your bracketing is for the single elimination tournament going on this next week. After that, this is all 8 runners in competition at the same time. After that, they'll schedule with their opponents throughout the week. So don't know what time and place you'd be able to see those, but watch for them this week. Be sure to follow the SpeedGaming family of channels to make sure you know when these are happening. You can also join the SG Live Discord to see the calendars and everything, or speedgaming.org has the schedule as it happens. Or be sure to check out YouTube for prior Speed Gaming races, and where you'll see many of these archived once things are done. Getting to it, where this is probably going to be the last level for many people. Still a chance to tie Dobbs. I mean, we've got, I think, 5 runners all within a level of each other, so this still very much has the chance to turn on a dime, if you will. A proverbial dime, at least. Dobbs is on a little bit longer level, so I don't expect him to have any trouble with this level, but the question is, will he complete it in time? They've been given an under 30-second warning. So on 2woGood's side, we see him on a boss fight, and he's got a good chance to finish this off while there's time. Others are going to be hard-pressed to finish the level that they're on. Now, when I say they got a time warning, what I should indicate by that is that's where they were about 30 seconds ago as we're watching this on stream. So it's closer to a 1-minute warning for us watching it. 2woGood looks like he saved a speed run for the late section. That could pay some dividends and give him an extra clear when time is tight. If that was an active strategy, I love it. He does get the clear with 25 seconds left. And we have time called in the Discord, so still waiting on Restream to catch up with that. Looks like Dobbs is not going to have enough time to finish his level. Choaslegion, no, it looks like he's going to be short, and I don't think Ali is going to be able to complete that. So props to 2woGood for a great final strategy. Had that short level for the end. He gave himself a chance to get that clear in before the timer shut things down. So let's see. We have Temp cleared 6, which is respectable when you're playing blind levels. Fruit got a nice 15 up. Dobbs was at 16. Germdub 15. Alley 15. Zero Planes 14. Choaslegion 15. 2woGood, believe his final number was 14. And I think before we go, we will have the actual seating information available. So we'll pause for that. GG to all these runners, and hope you'll show them some love. Bunch of great folks involved. And see if I can get anyone to join us for an interview. Yeah, so that's the invitation has been extended. We'll see if anyone's able to join us. Feasible working on the seating. Single elimination bracket that happens based on the number of clears that they had, as far as when they were tied, which there were plenty of ties right up there at the top of the scales. That will be determined randomly. Allie joining us now. Owl Lee. Gonna try and make sure I overly emphasize that. That my struggle with that was real today, but GG to you, Allie. First thoughts on this? All right, let's try Dobbs. GG on the first place seating. How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good. That was a fantastic race. It got really close there at the end.
It was. So, of course, this was a little bit different style of competition where it really emphasized clearing a bunch of levels. How'd you like the format?
It was a great change of pace. Usually, we just get like 5 levels to play when we do these races, and then just have to play them really intensely for optimization phase. But just getting to go through a level blind and then no longer have to think about it is kind of a nice change up.
Choaslegion, GG to you. What kind of approach did you take for what orders you were playing levels in?
Whatever actually looked the fastest to me. Basically anything that was marked down as speedrun, or basically the world record had a short world record timer. That's how I set up my time. So obviously the longer levels were at the bottom, and the shorter levels, what I thought was at least, were at the top.
Allie, let's try one more time. We got your mic now?
Yeah, sorry, it was muted due to the
all right, no problem.
requirements.
So what was your favorite level out of the mix?
The favorite level? I like the boss level. Which one was it again? We had to do the boss section. I thought the boss was really well done, so that stuck out.
All right, well, you all head into the bracket phases from here. Start with Choaslegion. Any thoughts heading into the brackets?
We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm optimized, so I'm ready for anything. But we'll see how things go. Anything can happen, so nerves can hit, and down you go, I guess you could say.
Well, Dobbs, how about it? Any thoughts?
Yeah, from here on out, the pressure is on. This was kind of the warm-up race. Even if you don't do great on this one, it's like, well, you're still gonna have to get just as many wins to get through. But now there's something to lose.
Allie, anything you're looking forward to with the brackets?
Not getting matched with Choaslegion, because there was a joke that whoever was gonna be matched up with Choas would be the first up. So
Nice. I'm not sure who said that, but that's nice.
Now, we did throw a bunch of the easier ones in here, and the idea is to progress the difficulty, so be a bit more challenging with you, hopefully, as we go forward. But this was a chance to burn off some of the easier levels and just have it as part of the mix for this. All right, so I don't think we're going to have the seating here. Well, maybe we are. Let me pause for just a moment because I see something is being typed. And on exists. So we'll have 7 advancing to the brackets. Dobbs, it looks like your win today has netted you a bye, so GG on that. You don't have a first-round opponent. Then we have Allie is going to take on Fruit. Allie, anything you want to say to Fruit?
Good luck. Same to me.
Choaslegion is going to be up against 2woGood. So 2 of our on-stream runners are going to take each other on. And then finally will be Germ Dove versus Zero Planes. 2 of the ones we didn't get to see, but boy, we saw a bunch of you be really competitive, so I got to think none of you are going to sleep on your opponent.
Oh, that's definitely an affirmative.
Well, chat, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll give Fruit a chance to get a word in here. He just joined us. Any rebuttal to Allie's challenge? We'll be facing each other in the brackets.
I didn't hear anything that Ali said.
That's okay. Just
Good
respond
luck.
blind anyways.
Good luck, gamer. I think I did a lot better in the seeding round than I thought I would. I haven't played the game in a while. I think that's all.
All right. Well, chat, we hope you had fun. Again, there is a lot more ahead this week, so make sure you're following the SpeedGaming family of channels, and there will be single elimination brackets featuring these runners, and hope everybody has a lot of fun. That's going to be a wrap on this broadcast. I got to go get ready to compete in something else here in a little bit. So thank you, everybody. Please have a great rest of your day.